So, City of Vane, Zach Likes Music 2, here we are. Let's just start off with who you are and what do you play in the band?
I'm Ming, I play organ.
Oh, you gotta sell it a little bit. It's not sexy shit in there, man.
I don't know, I feel like I'm like a high school age.
Alright.
I'm Ming, and I play fancy organ.
Fancy organ.
There we go. AJ, I play drums.
Drew, I play guitar.
I'm Noodle, I play another guitar.
Steve, I sing.
My name's Mario, I play bass.
And as far as lineup, you guys have only been around roughly around 2 years, right? More?
It'll be a year.
Oh,
Our first
wow.
show is a year. March 18th will be our
Holy
1
shit.
year. As far as getting together with this group, probably about a year as of November. So
Okay.
getting together, yeah.
So a little over a year.
First live performance, yeah.
So with the, and so you guys already have an 8-track album out right now,
The
right?
EP, yeah.
So those 8 songs, I mean, being together for only a year, were most of those written before, or was that all collaboration once you
Yeah.
guys got together?
I think
or-
we had a unique experience where I was able to bring pretty much a record's worth, if not more, of material, and just kind of approach different people that we
Okay.
thought would be able to do it and would be into it, and more or less would kind of vibe, like personality-wise. That was more important in some aspects too.
Yeah.
And so the material was there. It was just a matter of how hard we wanted to work, and how much fun we were having, and that was sort of the beginning.
There actually was several other songs
Okay.
presented. I mean, when we first started playing, there was some songs that we just kind of, not necessarily gave up on, but just kind of tapered off. We didn't really work on them so much. We put more emphasis on the 8 songs that we recorded. So, believe it or not, I mean, we actually
Hi,
have
Rachel.
probably 2 records worth of music
Yeah.
that we could potentially play, but we
Yeah.
just choose not to.
Yeah, I mean, having enough material is way different than having the material you actually want to put out.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
some bands are just like, holy shit, we have 5 songs. Let's put it on an EP.
Well, and
Yeah.
two, you didn't. The songs were only written from one person, and they didn't necessarily translate with everybody else. You were missing what each person brought to the table as far as their own personal music ability and taste. And so songs tend to take shape in a different light, or they were changed dramatically from their original concept. And that was more important too, to make sure that everybody, regardless if they were there for the basis of the writing, but could still put their own sort of touch on it and own it. It's
Yeah.
more fun when you can own something and get up there. It's a little bit more believable to other people when they're watching it. You're
Yeah.
not just running through the motions.
You're not just studio musicians filling in a spot.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Every
not.
one of you is
We're
feeling what
definitely
you're playing.
not studio
Yeah.
musicians.
No,
That's
not
awesome.
at all. I mean, we're all good friends though too.
Yeah.
It's like you go around, you ask anybody around town. It's like whenever we show up to a show, there's usually at least half the band is there hanging out at just anywhere really. At any given time. I mean, we're all good friends. So a lot of it comes naturally. Practice isn't work. It's hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
Shows are, we want to be there when we're on stage. We're having a good time playing. It's almost as if it's not really for the crowd, although, yeah, it is, but we're playing together. It's for us, and, it's like, I mean, we give each other high fives and shit when we're done, like, it's like, hey, man, good show, you know what I mean? Instead of waiting for somebody to come up to us or
absolutely.
looking for that, from the crowd to go, hey, good show, it's like, it means more when Ming comes up to me and says, hey, good show.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, obviously, you guys all know
We're our
what
biggest
you're playing.
critics.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
You always have guys come off stage like, someone says, oh, good show, and I'm like, dude, I fucking was terrible.
yeah,
But-
you're just like, you did, whatever. That's like the generic band compliment, yeah, you're just like, whatever, dude, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I'd almost rather you tell me, like, yeah, it was cool, I just couldn't hear the vocals.
Yeah.
Then I could be like, cool, okay, well, we'll learn from that, but saying to me, like, good show, that doesn't help me out at all, really,
Not that we don't
That's
appreciate
true.
that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Don't get it straight from that. They appreciate the comments.
Stand with me.
And so as far as back to lineup, and you know everyone has a certain job. I was talking to Ming about it. Why the organ?
Honestly, I met Ming filling in for another band, and I noticed that he's extremely talented from a music theory, and just I don't know anybody that plays keys like that. Two, Drew had the unfortunate event where he broke his hand, and we had a bunch of fun shows lined up, and we still wanted to play those shows. They were great opportunities for us to sort of be a band in its first year, to go out and do some of these events was really cool.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go half-ass, or we wanted to be able to provide what we envisioned the music to sound like, and so we asked me to come in and play guitar in lieu of Drew. We did a quick stint to LA with me, and his personality fit so much, and I knew he played keys, and I knew that there were songs that that sort of needed an extra, something different.
Yeah.
Just be another 2 guitar, 1 bass, singer, drummer band, something to kind of set us apart, or at least open up different aspect or different sort of vibe, and it felt right. I think we were all on board with, not sure how it's going to sound, but we were all excited about just bringing it in once Drew was able to come back.
Yeah, and it wasn't really, it was a gamble, because, how often do you see it? It's like seeing a band on stage with the keyboard sometimes is kind of like, but at the same time, it's, we loved Ming as a person, especially got to know him, on the tour, but we didn't want to lose that aspect, like he brought a kind of a fun chemistry to the band, and he's adorable. He is. He's the best looking guy in the band.
So we're kind of
He's pretty. Any available women out there, this is your man right here.
What's your OkCupid handle?
That's right. And then we get the scraps.
He's adorable.
But in reality, it was almost like it didn't really matter what was going to happen with the organ.
Yeah.
Like whether it was really going to work or not, we were going to make it work.
Yeah.
We were. That's what he does. That he loves it. You can tell. He's fucking awesome at it. It's like, we sit down, we write a track, we're like, man, throw some shit down, and he's already got it in his head. He just knows. And so, it comes second nature. We knew that we could just make it work if we just applied it and utilized it.
I think that's an awesome tool, or is an awesome tool, with the hard, rough exterior of the sound that you guys have. It's very in-your-face kind of thing, and it just allows another component to, you can switch things up however you want. You can either, whether it be in a solo or an introduction, or even just like tempo itself or style. Like
sonically, it just
fills.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ming and I were talking, like, it gives that extra sound, despite, let alone like most punk bands that just have the distortion from the guitars or from the feedback from the amps or anything. But
don't let somebody fresh.
Eat fresh.
Yeah, from a lot of the feedback we've heard from it is like, it's weird. It's like you don't really know what's missing until you hear it with the organ.
Yeah.
And then you realize that it's like filling in all these cracks that you didn't even notice were there. But it's like, oh my God, it's like there was something missing. Couldn't really put a finger on it, but now it's complete.
Hell yeah.
So
Nice.
When I first got put on organ, I was super self-conscious.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was. I don't know if I told you.
Well, you're kind of up front there. Like, and everyone's looking at you like, what is he doing there?
Is this
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
You better be doing something awesome. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. He's definitely like
he's the punching bag in the rehearsal space every once
But
in a while.
I'm a punching bag that punches back.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
Anyway, so yeah, I was super. I even told him, it's like, if it doesn't work out, just let me know. There's no hard feelings. And I think when I describe City of Veins to people, they said, yeah, I play keys though. People are like, punk rock with keys? And they kind of give me a look. So my job, I think, in the band is to turn skeptics into believers. And I think so far, I've been able to do that.
So far, so good.
He's incredibly good at making it tasteful too. Like, it's not like gimmicky, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like this gimmick, like, oh, it's a punk band with a keyboard. Like, no, it's like it
Like as soon as he starts playing, everyone else starts dancing. Like it's not like not a circus.
Totally. I mean, with like, there's a couple songs where we kind of break down a little bit, and he's got a little bit of a solo. And I mean, dude, the crowd goes crazy because it's Bing. I mean, he just brings it out in people. And he's adorable.
And with adorable. Oh man. All right. So, you guys obviously said that you had more songs in the works other than the 8 that you have. Are you still recording right now, or something else coming up?
We're in the midst of working out some of the newer material, and then bringing some of the, like I said, the songs that were originally introduced that didn't get finished. And we're really trying to, I think we're still in the decision-making process on how we want to go about it. You know, do we want to try and go in and do 12 songs at once? Do we want to do 4 songs here, 4 songs there, and then eventually release them all as a record? It's sort of, we're trying to feel that out. You know? Not sure we would do it in the same fashion that we did the last record, but we have an incredible tool with AJ and his experience as an audio engineer. So it makes it, we're luckier than most bands because we do have a person, for one, that's extremely knowledgeable, but has the resources to be able to make it happen. Pretty big learning experience from the beginning, the first EP, but I think we're going to move with that and try and build upon that and sort of, you know, try and do something different. You know, it seems like the MO for bands for forever has been record a record, put the record out, tour on the record, promote the record, do this. But I think nowadays the way that media and music is passed along, people tend to not buy whole records or download whole records. They hear songs, they hear, you know, more of like a single-based, you know, A and B side type thing. So those are the ideas that we've been kicking around and trying to figure out what we want to do.
Yeah.
So,
throw out little sneak peeks here and there, track by track.
yeah, and we've used the Bandcamp tool as well.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure it was free. You know, we wanted to give people an opportunity to get the music out there because it benefits us just as much as it benefits the end user who's going to listen to it. You know, in the end, it's about getting the name out there, having people come to shows, enjoying themselves, and ultimately buying shirts and doing that shit. Yeah.
But that was really the idea, was because I mean, you know, all of us have been in bands, several, as a matter of fact, you know, that have put out records, and selling CDs is a chore. You don't make any money on it. You know, it's like one guy buys a CD and then he burns it for the rest of his friends, and then it winds up on the internet anyways. So let's just take the guilt out of it, put it online for free, and then that way, hopefully, you know, it's like, so say you listen to the record, you're like, you know, yeah, it's cool, I like it, but I know somebody who would like it better. Well, take the guilt out of it. You don't have to burn it, feel like you're ripping the band off. Oh no, I'm gonna, you know, like, it's like, just check it out.
And if you like it, buy a t-shirt.
Yeah, get it out there, and that's the idea. Well, no, that's seriously the idea is because the only way that we're gonna make money playing music is by playing shows and selling merchandise, not by selling CDs. It's not gonna happen, you know. And there's 6 of us, you know, so it's like just, it spreads out pretty thin, you know. And so the idea was put the record out, get a strong fan base, so that we could bring more people out to the shows with more involvement. You know, the more people who listen to the record, know the lyrics, are having fun. You know, it's like, come buy a t-shirt, come support the other bands too. You know, it's like just, and try to start it like where, because that's what the music is. It's not, we're not trying to play music to make money. We're trying to play music to have fun and get it out there and expose it. And so this is the best way that we can think of doing it.
I mean, you guys are definitely creating a buzz. I mean, I've seen you guys almost week on week on a venue list, on shows coming up. Like, speaking of which, you guys got a few coming up. The one on 14th, right?
Yeah, Colonial Theater, Twitch Angry.
And then 30th, right? Big one,
30th.
Banner Pilot.
Banner Pilots. That's
That'll
right.
be a good show.
Yeah.
And you guys got a West Coast tour coming up too, right?
Yeah, with the band from England. Yeah, called Crashed Out.
Crashed Out. Okay.
Yeah. So they're coming out here. They're spending a shitload of money, man. That's their thing. You know, they're coming out here.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's hard for European bands in America, you know.
System through I Hate People Records.
Okay.
They're they're coming out here off that label, and then we're playing with several bands that are also on that label.
You guys are also on I Hate Keyboard, no?
No, we're
Just associated?
yeah, we're unsigned.
Okay.
We're affiliated with those guys. I mean, you know, anybody who's ever, out of just the goodness of their heart, taken the time out to help us, you know, we appreciate that immensely.
Gotcha.
You know, even something like this, it's like, you know, you didn't have to do this, but you came out. This is awesome. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, you know, like, this is what it's all about.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what Sacramento should be about. You know, it's the big town, small city. You can't burn any bridges. It's like, especially in a certain genre of music, like.
Oh, you'll get shut out quick.
Yeah.
You'll get shut out quick. You know, we've seen it happen, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some bands, they piss off the wrong person, and you might as well just move.
It all ends up on Craigslist too.
That's right.
Facebook. Don't play with Craigslist. Yeah.
Craigslist.
They'll punch the booker and steal the money.
I'm not savvy at all.
I won't say the name of the band that did that.
What do you want, like, misconnections on Craigslist?
And as far as back to music, what does PMA mean?
Positive mental attitude.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it meant pretty much awesome.
Pretty much awesome. Yeah, that's
maybe your
his own iteration of it.
Pretty much awesome. That works.
You just got a tattoo.
It's, we used to before that song we would play that song, kind of explain the roots, and the roots being it came from a song called Attitude by Bad Brains, and there was an author in a book that was passed around the whole DC scene in the 80s, and it really sort of championed the whole changing the mind frame from this aggressive, negative attitude about how, you know, F the world, fuck you, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
to more of a, you know, no, I can make this shit happen, I can DIY it, I can do it on my own, I can have fun, I can be nice to other people, I can get along, and things are going to happen for me in a better way, and I'm going to be healthier because of that. And so the song itself, it's an aggressive song, but then it has a real chanty chorus, and it's sort of supposed to, on a, I guess on a, I don't want to say deeper level, but in some ways it's supposed to be the contrast between the two, and how, yeah, we all struggle with that shit, you know, trying to stay positive when you can't turn on the television, read the newspaper, or even log into your email without hearing some negative news about some shit. And so it's, try it, you know, we used to, kind of like I said, we would talk about that, and eventually people started thinking it was a Bad Brains cover, and that's honorable in itself, but at the same time it wasn't. It was more or less owed to them. It's sort of kind of like, remember, you know, like, don't forget about that too. So.
A lot of our songs are in that vein, you know. I mean, it's, you know, yeah, literally,
Every
you know,
pun.
yeah. So it's because really, I mean, it's if you read the lyrics and you know you're not taking them that literal, you know, what you grasp is that they're from the heart. It's from like a working man's perspective on life. You know, it's like we struggle, only to just get kicked down and kicked down and kicked down. You know, and so all the songs are, even though sometimes you read the lyrics and you're like, that seems kind of negative, it's not really intended to be that way. It's more like just to let people know that we're all in the same struggle together. You know, and it's about staying positive, which, you know, this scene allows us to do. You know, it's like everybody kind of sticks together and tries to remain positive, even though it's like there's nowhere to play in Sacramento. You know,
shuts down.
yeah, I mean, considering it's like what, the Blue Lamp, you know, that's pretty much Luigi's. I mean, it's like that's all that's left. You know, I remember it's like Capitol Garage, you know, Bojangles, even before that, Cattle Club, you know, El Dorado Saloon. You know, it's like, I mean, there was so many places to play on any given night. There was a show going on, Distillery. There was a show going on, you know, and it's like, so even though we've lost all of that, we still got to stay positive in Sacramento and try to keep this music thing alive, because otherwise, I mean, it's just gonna go away. Yeah, parties, house parties. Dude, what's up? Let's get a house party. Let's play.
You got a basement?
Make
it happen.
Yeah.
He's at work right
I'm
now.
at work right now. I'm getting paid to do this interview. He's the only motherfucker getting paid for this interview. What?
I'm not even getting paid for this interview.
That's right.
All right, City of Vane, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank
You guys have heart.
Appreciate
Awesome
it.
music. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you guys on the 30th, definitely. But
Absolutely.
thank you guys.
Right on.
Appreciate it.